Other interesting cultural news, you have a 90-year-old man attacked by 4 men for having Trump signs on his own property, going viral on social media, and another example of disgusting political intolerance. And fascinatingly enough, it's not always, but seems to be one side of the political aisle. Now this comes to us thanks to Libs of TikTok and the good old X Twitter, which she says, quote, new 90-year-old man in Turlock, California has reportedly been attacked by 4 men over Trump signs he displayed on his property. The man allegedly threw rocks at a 90-year-old as they damaged his Trump signs. What is this? Reason number 9,758,455,003 not to live in California. Is somewhat ironic. They keep saying they're the land of tolerance and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, unless you're, religiously affiliated or someone who's maybe libertarian or right-leaning, or heaven forbid, having a Trump sign on your property. Yeah, although of all the disgrace by the far leftists in terms of, stealing and, taking Trump signs, there's nothing more hilarious than that one instance where someone had a Trump sign on their lawn, they actually electrified it, so that the vandal who went on their private property and tried to steal the sign, they were subsequently electrocuted and jumped like 3 feet in the air. That was oddly amusing. Again, not advice in terms of condoning or that kind of yada stuff. So again, stay on the good old YouTube. Although, better way to tune into the show is a good old rumble.com. Also check me out on the X Twitter. Hashtag the Topping Show. Now, without too much further ado, we can go ahead and let's see here. One of the signs says, "You can to save our country, vote Trump." Again, I don't think that's kind of it's not a bad message. It's kind of a cliche political message. I don't think it's too controversial at all. If you're going to show on private property, you should be able to put whatever sign you want. That's without too much further ado. That's another sign you're a Trump supporter these days, or so it seems. He has an American flag on his property as well. This is a rare thing.
I thought it was right outside my door. So there yelling, but I didn't know if that was like, a couple of kids were having an argument or what it was. By the time I got my shoes on and got out here, they were gone.
Also has angel statues on his property. Tries to destroy those too while they were at it. Another one just says Trump fans 2024. Just disgusting. And went pretty well. I got about 1 million views as well as 22. Let's make it 23. No, I thought that could be the one final one to get to 23,000, but it's still 22,000 likes. The first comment is coming from American Papa Bear saying, quote, "Liberals are the most hateful people I've ever met. Shame on them." Gave 1,000 likes. Paul Zupa says, quote, "The unhinged left is only getting more violent because Harris and the Democrats refuse to stop their violent rhetoric," being 529 likes. Which, yeah, it's about 5 hours after the Trump assassination attempt, where everyone from Obama to Biden, or the intern who has Biden's account on X Twitter, who said we need to call for unification and, bring down the temperature, don't be so, politically bombastic with the rhetoric. And then right after that, they went back to calling Trump, Hitler, the greatest threat to democracy. I mean, I think Biden has more than 50 of those quotes on his profile. Also have Boom Boom Jenkins saying, quote, "How is that the violence against Republicans 99% of the time? Yeah, the Democrats blame the political violence on Republicans," getting 646 likes, which it's kind of cliche to say, but it really is the pot calling the kettle black. Or I forget the philosopher who said it loses me at the moment. Let me know in the comments if you remember. But he says you basically accuse your opponents of what you yourself are doing. That seems to be what's happening more and more. And Mason Birch saying, "Party of Love and Tolerance strikes again," getting 429 likes. We also have, let's see here, Emerald Apple said, "How come we never see the opposite happening?" Oh, that's right, because MAGA people aren't violent, getting 194 likes. Which, again, I'm not saying it never happens. I don't think it's a 0% of the time. It might be 1 or 2, but I mean, just overwhelming evidence. What, have you ever seen that? I mean, I haven't. You also have Salty Goat saying, quote, "Please come do this in Texas. Nothing would make me happier than to see this in my yard. There are antler hats by the mailbox. Please be a sport and put them on." Getting 425 likes. So again, not good legal advice in terms of, again, even in Texas, so some might argue the great country of Texas, you're not legally allowed to defend your personal property with deadly force. You're only allowed to use deadly force if your life is threatened, though, again, I'm not a lawyer. Though I do have a suit. Thrown down more and more. Face is 90 years old. Someone needs to find these men. Getting 156 likes. Here. This is good. Enric N says the left is full out evil and hatred. This picture of Bender from Futurama when he was turned into a wooden robot. It says, leftists, the whole world must learn to accept our peaceful ways by force. They got 25 likes. Let's see. Mike Max is bad news here in California. California is Democrat and California sucks, getting 62 likes. The right answer says the political violence continues to be one-sided, getting 26 likes. The right guy says, why are leftists so violent, getting 59 likes. Well, I think it is a contributing factor that most of their media that they consume is one-sided, and they continue to just have, the media tell them Trump is a threat to democracy, he's the biggest threat of our life. I mean, they're just driving that message to their home more and more and more. I can't but think it probably is on track with, kind of becoming more and more unhinged. So, interesting. Let's see. Yeah, not too many, if any, contrarian signs. Let's see here. Oh, I should say signs, I should say comments right here. Hockey Mom says liberals are demons, getting 18 likes. But, yeah, it's one of those things where, it's your own personal property, they still feel they have the right to go on their damaged property. In this case, allegedly attack a man too by throwing rocks at him in the signs. And not just mentally vacuous, but morally vacuous as well, which in these days, it's sad to say, it's not too surprising. I mean, this news, it went viral, but again, we've seen many instances before of them stealing signs. I mean, really destroying signage. Just not too surprising that they're seemingly taking it one step further. And let me know, anecdotally, I mean, have you seen a Biden-Harris sign? It's funny, you actually hear some of the signs where they just, I guess, even one might argue it's good recycling, but they have the Biden-Harris signs, they just basically put on a little tape mark and put the little Vance name on there too. Not Vance, Walls. But let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.